Hello to all our imaginary listeners out there, and quite possibly our real listeners. We are the Sign Girls, and this is the first episode of the world's best podcast, which is about your Washington Capitals.
Yes, to be clear, we are Capitals fans, so don't come hating at us if we're biased.
Yes. Yeah, if you're not
because
a Caps
obviously
fan,
we're
you don't
Caps
want to be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to contact us, you can reach us at free_Willy_43 on Instagram. We want to hear from you because we have to decide on a podcast name.
Yes,
we've got a lot
10 options.
Yeah,
would you like to read them off?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
Sign Girl number 1.
Sign Girl number 1, we'll read them off. Let us know what you think. So we've got Fly Like a Weagle.
Yes.
Drop the Mitts. Rockin' the Red. This next one here is a tribute to the great Joe Beninati. It's called Hopi's Neighborhood. If you know, you know.
If you watch the games, you know.
Then we've got Hockey Talkie. Timeout. Leipsic Sucks, which we'll explain more later.
Yeah, we'll explain more once we get into
we have a whole segment planned about this. You'll understand. Then we've got Overtime, Off the Pipe, and this one, I like this one, Going 5-hole.
I like that one too.
That's a good one. But yeah, please let us know if you're real out there. Please tell us which ones you like.
All of our 2 viewers, which are probably our mom and dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Let us know which podcast name you want, because it's gonna stick with us.
So we've talked about doing this for a while, but now that there is no hockey to watch, it's definitely an appropriate time. We need some entertainment.
We're bored.
Unfortunately, it is just factual that the Caps were going to win the Stanley Cup this year.
Yes, they were going to win it. It's scientifically proven.
Nastia
was pregnant.
Yeah, she is pregnant. She was pregnant when they won the Cup before. The timeline is very similar. She is.
Yep.
This is Ovechkin's wife, by the way.
They should know that.
Again. Yeah. If you don't know that, get out of here.
Yeah. Please leave.
Yeah. So we were gonna win. Maybe, who knows what's gonna happen if they're gonna try and finish the season. But we're not here to talk about that.
I mean, the fountains were open for them. They were waiting.
Yeah. Yes. There were so many fountains.
So many fountains. I got a fountain in my room.
Yeah. Yeah. We just installed fountains everywhere.
There's a fountain in each one of my rooms in my house.
Yeah.
After we won, everyone got fountains.
We just don't want those to go to waste.
No.
So hopefully they'll finish off the playoffs, or next season will go well. We'll have to see. But we mentioned this earlier, but we do have a particular player that we wanted to talk about today.
Mr. Brendan Leipsic.
Yep. So why don't you tell them the story from practice that really started all of this?
Okay. So we were at practice one fine morning. We had a sign. I don't know what sign it was. It was
the tiger.
It was the tiger, or the "we're not gonna be suck this year" sign. I don't know. That actually doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. It wasn't a sign for Leipsic, but it was a good sign.
Yeah, it was a good sign. We probably made it on the Instagram because we're the Sign Girls.
Yeah.
And then I was like, he was stretching in front of, like, right in front of where we were. And so I was banging on the glass, as people do. Like at games, they bang on the glass. I was at practice. I wasn't banging that hard. I was just banging on the glass. Like, yeah, go Leipsic. And then he just turns his head around slowly and gives me this death stare. And I looked at Sign Girl number 1, and I was like, did you see that? And then after that, he kept skating around and like looking at us the whole practice. And then we came back another practice, and he just I think he remembered us, and he just stared at us. I feel like he felt bad.
Yeah, he kept looking at us.
Maybe he has PTSD from the glass banging. Maybe something happened.
I think he felt bad.
And then we came and had a sign for him. Like, it said, "Can we get Leipsic on the podcast for, Garth and Judy's
podcast. Very iconic Between Two Blue Lines podcast."
Yes, we love that.
We were also thinking about, quick interjection, about naming our podcast outside Two Blue Lines.
Because we're outside.
So, yeah, because we're outside the Two Blue Lines. Anyway, yeah, we made a sign asking to get him on the podcast. And he was just very...
And he looked at it and he just skated away.
Yeah.
But then Judy threw us a puck.
Yeah.
Because we had a sign for him. After we saw Judy looking at our sign, I took the Leipsic sign and I kind of just threw it on the ground.
Yeah.
And held the Judy sign.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that was a good one. That was a good one.
You made it on the gram with...
The gram, yes. Yeah, so we've given Leipsic so much love and respect, and he just has not reciprocated that. So
everyone else is the nicest people ever. Like,
we've prepared a little roast.
A little roast. It's lighthearted.
It started out it became an inside joke after the incident at practice that we just would say he has such a bad attitude. And actually what kind of sparked this idea is we were texting last night and I said he's a little ball of hatred, and emphasis on little, because he's like 5'4", probably, maybe 5'5".
I'm 5'3", so he's probably like
4'7".
He's probably he's probably like 3'2".
Yeah, I burned him really good. So
she got boom roasted.
Boom roasted, exactly. It was one of those ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Michael Scott roast.
I just wanted to point out that once we got Kovalchuk, Leipsic was just a healthy scratch, and nobody even noticed. Like, he wasn't playing anymore, and we all just forgot. Okay? We all just forgot.
I have not heard these yet, so...
Yes.
These are my actual reactions.
I didn't tell her any of them. Yeah, so it's kind of unfortunate that just we all forgot, and nobody really wants him, because this is his 6th season. Not 6 full seasons in the NHL, but his 6th season, and he's already on his 5th team. So that's kind of like, that's a little sketchy. And he was drafted by another team. He was drafted by Nashville in 2012. Then he played for Toronto. He got traded to Toronto, then played for Vegas, and we beat Vegas in the Stanley Cup Finals. So suck it. Then Vancouver, then LA, and now he's here. So, he's been passed around a lot.
He just needs a home.
A little unfortunate, but I do, remember when we first signed him, we were trying to do a little research and we just Googled him. And the first thing that came up, like, all it said was that he's a Canadian Jewish hockey player. Like, that's just all it said. His only sentence was just like, Brendan Leipsic is a Canadian Jewish professional hockey player. But to prepare for this, I went back and I read his Wikipedia page.
You did.
And it's shorter than him, so that's saying a lot.
Dang! Boom roasted.
Boom roasted, exactly. There's a whole awards and honors section for just one award, and it's the top scorer of the Canadian Hockey League in 2012 and 2013. Just the one award.
Was he drafted at, like, how old is he?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let me look it up.
Is he like 26? Like 20? I don't know how old he is. I never looked that up.
He's 25. So he was drafted 8 years ago. So he
was young.
He was probably, he must have been 18 then. He was a little
fresh. I mean, I guess that's when a lot of kids get drafted.
Mm-hmm. I think he was like 80 something overall. So not bad. We can't really roast him too much there, and I'm trying to hold back in some areas because all the respect. Sort of.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is just
he needs to work on his attitude. But in the meantime, on his Wikipedia page when I was doing my research, under the "See Also" section at the bottom, it just had one thing listed. So of course I clicked on it, and it said list of select Jewish ice hockey players. So I clicked on the list of select Jewish ice hockey players. And another notable name on that list was none other than Andrei Burakovsky.
Arky!
Yeah, which
Berkey!
For those of you Caps fans out there, real or imaginary, again, if you don't remember Berkey, he left us.
How could you not remember
before
Berkey?
This past season? He was a big goofball on the team. He left us before this past season. Over the summer, he went to Colorado, and his whole personality just changed. And he turned into this
a roasting session for Berkey too.
Yes, please. He just turned into this like guy who thinks he's so cool. So, I mean, really, also on the list of select Jewish ice hockey players were the Hughes brothers.
They're really?
Yeah. So I would say that this.
Wait, Berkey's Jewish?
I guess so.
I thought I saw him in like I don't know.
Yeah, he had a Christmas tree at some point.
I guess so, I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wikipedia said so.
He likes
so
Christmas.
It has to be true. It has to be true. Everything on Wikipedia is right.
It's true. Always true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was gonna say that it wasn't a coincidence that all these overrated bad hockey players were on this list, but I'm not trying to be anti-Semitic. So we don't hate, we love Jews on this podcast.
We love, yes, of course.
We're not we don't do that. So we're moving on. Friends. It's just an observation. God. It's not like I'm not drawing any conclusions. It's just pointing it out.
It's just funny how they specified that the first thing they specified was like he is Jewish.
Yeah, that's his identity.
Okay.
Yeah. So another observation that I had is that when he signed his contract with Vegas, it was for $1.3 million, but now we only pay him $700,000. So he's literally getting pay cuts because nobody wants him.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I can't really explain that. And I was just, looking through the statistics, and the most goals he's ever scored in a season was 5 for the whole season. And
has he always been a fourth liner?
Or has he been like he was just destined for the fourth line. That could be a podcast name.
Fourth line is so good though.
Yes, when he's not there. When we get Ponick there with the other podcast duo.
Squad.
That's a good line. That's a good
Yes.
line.
Oh my god, they're so good. Judy.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
Mhm. But we have to give him credit for his iconic hit against the Ducks that game. That was led amazing. To the whole Garnett spitting incident.
We love
and
Garnett.
Chandler's goal that nobody noticed. That was
except Jembass.
Except Jembass. Because Jembass was not gonna fight.
Jembass was the only one celebrating.
Okay.
So funny.
Also, Jembass is Michael Kempney. So that was his old Instagram name. Used to be Jembass3 or Gembas. However, we don't even know how to say it. We just say Jembass. And he changed it sadly, but we've never known what it meant, and I've tried figuring it out on Google Translate, Czech to English, and I don't know what it means. So if you know what Jembass means, please answer it. It is one of our top questions that we have no answer for.
Yes. What does Jembass mean?
What does Jembass mean?
I mean, I screamed it to him at a game when I was sitting next to the aisle walkway, and he looked I screamed, "What Jembass?" and he turned his head and looked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jembass. It must be Jembass. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do we have any Czech viewers? Czech imaginary? Yes. Imaginary or real? Just.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can leave comments.
What does Jembass mean?
You can DM us or leave comments in Czech. I will go to Google Translate because we commented on a post today on NHL and NBC Sports, and it was like, which current player would you want to be your coach?
Your coach.
Yeah. And so Sign Girl number 2 commented from the Free Willy account, Ovi with the goat emoji, and then people just started going off, and they were like, "Oh, goat? Why'd you put the goat emoji? Like, he's not the goat."
You know what type of people that was.
It kind of started. Yeah, it kind of started this back and forth.
Fans. They literally admitted it in the comments, and then I had a couple people defending me.
Yeah,
it was nice.
It was a little bit of back and forth.
But then some guy just threw some Russian in the mix, and I was like, I don't know what that means.
So then I couldn't copy it from Instagram, so I had to go and find a Russian keyboard online, and then find all the symbols and type it out, and then copy that into Google Translate. And basically he said Ovi barely even speaks English, which
yes he does.
Yes, he does speak English, and it doesn't even matter. He would be a great coach. Do you really want crybaby Crosby behind the bench throwing tantrums.
Ovi?
Like he'll get kicked out by the refs. They can't
no, the
handle
refs
it.
love him. You know that.
Oh, that's true. The one time that the refs
singer off and I don't know if he got like a penalty or something.
He didn't get fined or anything. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But Ovi is like the funniest person. Like, okay, they had Connor McDavid on there.
Oh my gosh, he'd be so boring. He'd be so boring.
The picture of him with those two parents.
The most iconic picture ever.
It's so funny.
If you know, you know.
Yes.
If you know,
you know.
Yeah, that was a great one. Anyways, I was thinking that we could reflect on this season that has been cut short. And I was remembering some of my favorite games. So I'd say I got my top 3 games.
I know.
So one of them is pretty obvious, would definitely be against the Islanders.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
When they come back, scoring 5 goals in the third.
Toenails. Yeah. The bird, and then
that's just proof that karma is real.
Karma is real.
You know, he
gave
Devon Toes.
Devon Toenails
did his little that mocked Kuzi's bird celly.
You never mock the celly.
And then bam, 5 goals later, we win.
Yep.
That was great. Also San Jose. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. That was 2 goals in the last minute. That was crazy. And then Jakub tweeted. Jakub tweeted at all those fake fans.
Yes, I love Jakub.
Jakub Vrana, to be specific.
It's not Jacob. Jakub.
Yeah, it's not Jacob. It's Jakub. Okay.
And we just referred to him as Jakub, though.
Yeah, it's not Jonas Siegenthaler. It's Jonas Siegenthaler. Okay. And then this last game that was in my top 3 holds a special place in my heart. And that would be the first game against Vancouver.
Oh my god.
That was a great one.
Oh yeah.
That was on
crazy.
It was in Vancouver, so it started late, but it was on the same day as one of the World Series games. I believe.
Nats.
Or one of the Nats playoffs games. I think it was World Series.
It was the World Series. It was the World Series because I remember each team would lose at home. So I remember the Nats were playing at home and they were losing. And then I'm just like, can you change this? There's a game on.
Yeah.
So
we were watching with the family that wanted to watch Sign Girl number 2's family that wanted to watch the baseball game, and we're like, no, put it back on the Caps game. And basically both games were not going well.
No,
it was really hard.
One game ended well though.
One game ended well, but so the baseball game ended, and at that point most of the family had left, so there was a lot less people in the room. We were just watching the hockey game, and this comebacks just began at the end of the second period. Kuzi scored a goal at the end of the second period, and then
Jemba
scored 2 goals. So that was great. And so then it was tied at the end of regulation, and at this point it was like after midnight. And it was my birthday.
It was almost like 1 or something. It was Sign Girl number 1's birthday. The big 18.
Of my birthday, yes. The very beginning of my birthday. And Backy scored that winner in the shootout. And it was great. That was a good
People didn't know it went in. I don't even think Backy knew it went in. And then it went in.
We knew.
Yeah,
and also earlier that night we saw a close call with Ryan Zimmerman. Oh my god. Yeah,
that video is so
we've got a great video of like a good reaction when he just it was a pitch coming in, and I guess it almost hit him, but we all thought it did hit him because he just hit the floor.
Thought he hit baseball, by the way.
Yeah, we switched to baseball.
He slammed on the floor, and he got up, and he looked like he just saw like demon.
He looked terrified. Yeah, near-death experience for him. And then we watched the replay, and it wasn't even close.
The ball didn't touch him, but it was funny, like what happened.
Yeah, so that happened that same evening. So that was a fun one. But what I don't understand about this season is why there were so many comebacks. Like, why did we?
Because we're the comeback Caps.
Like, I feel like the first couple weeks of this season started out where the first 2 periods were really strong, and then we would just like fall apart in the third period. Like, there was a point when I was terrified every time the third period began, and then we switched, and we would just play terrible in the first 2 periods, and then come back in the third.
That's usually how it works this season.
So I don't know why
our power play, it switched. Our power play was like not very good at all, but then our penalty kill was so good, super good.
Shout out to Goody and Jonas for all their PK work.
Yes. And
but
Hags.
We had and Hags. We had a lot of practice on the penalty kill because we took a lot of penalties.
Oh my god, we took so many penalties. We took a
lot of penalties.
Most penalties. I remember there was one game. I think we won it, but we took like at least 7. Like at least there was probably more.
Yeah, it was a lot. Who's to say if all of those penalties we were deserving of though? Because it's no secret that the refs hate us.
So. Oh, yeah, obviously.
Obviously, every hockey player ever says obviously so many times. Shout out to Jay Beagle. He was the king of obviously.
I love Beags.
Yeah, Beags. We miss
him. Did you finish your Leipsic roast?
Oh yeah, I finished.
That was it?
I think I had like a few more, but I got all the good ones out. Okay. Just what else do I have written here? He thinks he's so cool with all his tattoos. He also, for the longest time, his Instagram profile picture was his dog.
His dog.
Which is just weird. That's just kind of weird. For someone like at his position, to have that. Yeah, and then when I said
he did TikTok.
Oh yeah, he made a TikTok. That's who does he think he is? Brendan Gallagher? That's crazy.
And he was wearing his girlfriend's like small clothes.
Yeah.
Leipsic.
Yeah.
Come on, Leipsic.
Mm-hmm. And then I kind of had something to bring up that was a little bit unfortunate, but the most goals he's ever scored in a season was 5. And
yes, you said that.
One of the lowest moments of the season for us was when Zibanejad unfortunately scored that many in one game.
Stop! That's like not roasting him, that's like roasting the whole team. Don't you care?
My bad. But there's so many. There were 4 times when Ovi scored 4 goals, and Lars Eller scored 4 goals once too, but it wasn't for us. But still, he did it. So that's just proof that Leipzig. I feel a little bit bad now.
Isn't he a free agent? Like we signed him. Like
I think we just signed him for 1 year.
He's with us for 1 year, and that's I think. I don't know if we don't have room. I don't think the Caps have room.
But Kovi's probably not coming back.
Kovi, I saw something on Instagram. I don't know how reliable this source is, but it said that he after yes. It said like after he's done with the Caps this season, he just wanted to come for this season.
Yeah, because we were gonna win.
He wants to go back to Montreal.
We were gonna win the cup. Like the stars aligned. Like it was gonna happen. Like there's not a doubt in my mind.
Yes.
Nastia
come on.
is pregnant with the next Sergey. Oh yeah, we love to guess baby names. That's what we like to do for the Caps. We have been right 0 times. I will say
how many babies were there?
For the Dowds, we were kind of close. We thought Leo. We thought they would go for a name like Leo, and they picked Louis. So that's really close. Then we got the Jensens.
You want to talk about
I'll talk about Jackson in a second. But the Jensens.
We wanted Jennings.
Yeah, because Nick Jensen, his wife's name is Jenner Jensen, so we wanted it to be Jennings Jensen. We thought that would be great for the little boy, but they went they just I don't even know
a curveball. They hit it with a
curveball. They went with
Lorenzo. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, we were not expecting that at all, but they seem so cute together, so
Yes, of
okay.
Course.
Probably should have gone with Jennings, but it's fine. It's not up to us. It should be, but it's not.
Jennings
and Jenner Jensen. That'd be Nick. But anyways, okay, so for the Oshis, we knew that they have what it takes to pick some weird names. So we thought that they were gonna go with something like Jax, like with an X, like JAX, or maybe JAXX,
or tectonics plate.
Yes, yes.
Spheric circumference.
Yes, or Wesson. No, just kidding, not Wesson.
We don't talk about that name.
We did some research with some millennial baby names.
Yes. We watched all these YouTube videos of millennials naming
just
their kids.
Terrible. Just like it should be a crime, honestly. Some of the names. But we really thought that they were going to go with Jax, and then they threw another curveball with Campbell. We were not expecting that.
Oh, I did not expect the soup.
But it's unique. It's good. It's cute. But we thought maybe they would do like TJ Jr.
But his middle name isn't it like Robert? I wonder if that's named after someone.
I think Campbell. Is it Campbell Robert? Maybe.
Robert, I think.
I think so. Yeah. But then Backy was next. So then for him, I was thinking like he was having a girl, and I was thinking something like Isabella or something. Like he would pick very like elegant, pretty names, or maybe something more Swedish than that. And I think they did like Aliza,
something like that.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
And then next
Backy gets a free pass. He's amazing.
We've got another Ophi Jr. and then we've got Larry. But
Larry,
is it a boy?
It's a boy, yeah.
It's a boy. Okay, so
Larry
we gotta
Jr.,
start.
Please be Larry
Yeah,
Jr.
we gotta start guessing names for that.
I mean, should we specify who Larry is?
Oh, Lars Eller. Yeah, it's Lars Eller. We have a lot of nicknames. We have a lot of nicknames. Maybe we should go through the nicknames in a second, just for your reference. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to tell us your guesses for the baby names. We've got Ovi's baby next.
Just type it in the comments on the recent post in Free Willy.
Yeah, even though we never post. We will post something maybe.
If our imaginary fans want us to.
Okay. So nicknames. I'm just gonna pull the roster on my phone so we'll go through one by one. Some of them we have unique nicknames for.
Yeah, like some of them we
just use like the common nickname.
Orlov, no one's ever gonna understand that.
Okay, so let's just go through. First on the roster we've got Nicholas Backstrom. Yay. We call him Backy.
Backy, like everyone calls him Backy.
Or Thick. Thick. All the nicks we call Thick sometimes, like THICC, because it's a compliment. Because we love them.
Just look it up and
we love them. And one of our games against Pittsburgh, we had all the Thicks helping out, scoring goals. Thick Dowd scored 2 goals.
Yes, that was a
Thick Backstrom game. Had 1 goal. Thick Jensen was playing well too. That was a good game. Then Travis Boyd. We kind of just call him Travis. Keep repeating it.
You got it. Yeah, it's just it keeps going. I don't know why, but it just does.
Yeah, it just keeps going. All right, then we've got Nick Dowd, which his nickname is
Judy.
Judy.
I mean, listen to their podcast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Long story. That's a long story.
All right, then we've got Lars Eller, which Larry.
We
love Larry. Game-winning goal. The legend. The game-winning goal. The Tiger. Okay, then we've got Hags. Carl Hagen.
Mr. Flo.
And Garnet Hathaway.
We just say Garnet. Garnet or Garney.
Garth. But really, we just refer to him as Garnet.
Garnet. I like saying Garnet. It's fun.
I like when I hear Hathaway, I forget who that is.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's Garnet.
It's Garnet.
Mm-hmm. Ilya Kovalchuk.
We haven't really he hasn't been on the team at all that much. Yeah. So we haven't really.
Kobe. Just do Kobe, yeah. And then we've got Evgeny Kuznetsov. Kuzi, yeah, Kuz.
Oh, at the games, Kuz.
And then when the goal comes out of the post, you say, "Oh, Kuznetsov."
Oh yeah, when the goal comes out of like the ice, when it the Kuznets off, the net's off.
Do you get it?
Get it? Imaginary fans, do you get it?
Just tell us we're funny. Just kidding. Okay, then we've got, oh my gosh, the next person on the list, Brendan Leipsic. We just call him trash.
Stop!
Just kidding, we don't. That's a lie. We're really playing into all of this, but that's
we just call him Leipsic. Like, we don't call him.
He doesn't even have
We haven't really called him in a long time.
Yeah, he really doesn't have a nickname. Then we've got TJ Oshie. Osh Babe. I like Osh Babe. Like after he scores a goal and we're like texting about it, I'll just do Osh Babe usually. Then we have the GOAT, Alex Ovechkin. Ovi. Yeah, I don't know any other nickname. Grade 8.
The grade 8, the GOAT, God.
Yeah.
The best.
God. Yeah. Then this next one, Ponick. We don't really have a nickname for him.
Ponick. It's just Ponick.
Yeah, it's just Ponick. Ponick at the disco. Then Vrana. Jakub Vrana. We call him Jakub.
It's just Jakub.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing else needed.
This next one, I'm going to give you a bit of an intro. Tom,
I love you.
Yes. Tom Wilson.
Willie,
Big Willie.
Tom is
the goat.
Oh my god, I love
Tom.
I have Tom's jersey.
Tom.
I met Tom. We met Tom.
Yes.
He signed my jersey. I hugged Tom.
Yeah.
He's
so nice too. Like, he's really nice too.
I love Tom. Tom, Big Willie.
So Willie. Big. He's so big. He's so tall.
When Tom just destroys people, it's the best thing. It's the best thing to see.
Then we've got John Carlson.
Carly Norris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Johnny Norris. Go Johnny, go. Go Johnny. We got Brendan Dilly. One time at practice, when he was walking by, we said Dilly, and he turned and he smiled. So
I love that. I love that moment.
And then so if you listen to the Between Two Blue Lines podcast, which you should, love the part when Judy says Dilly when they're talking about him. If you know, you know. Again. Okay, then we've got Radko Gudis, which Goody, Dadko. The usual nicknames. We've got Thick Jensen.
Yep.
And then Michael Kempney, aka Jembass.
Always Jembass. Always will be.
This next one is going to be maybe a little bit hard to explain, but Dimitri Orlov.
Oh God, you can explain this because I don't know how to.
Okay, yeah. Way back when I started watching the Caps, I thought that like whenever Joby would say Orlov's name, he would always say like Dimitri Orlov. Like, he would always say first and last name. And he didn't really do that with other people. So I thought his last name was Dimitri Orlov, like all one word. So then we were talking about it, and you were like, really? And then I was like, yeah, like Bob Dimitri Orlov. And then I was like, or it rhymes, like Bov Dimitri Orlov, like B-O-V, Bov. So now we call him Bob. And that's that. So Bob Dimitri Orlov. Next. We've got Jonas Siegenthaler.
Jonas, that's it.
Jonas. His name is Jonas. Then we've got the iconic man who said, I am Braden Holtby.
Also listen to Between Two Blue Lines.
Yeah. If you know, you know. Let's just call the podcast that. If you know, you know.
I call him Beast.
Beast, yes. He's great. Then we've got Ilya Samsonov. I feel like I just refer to him as Ilya most of the time.
I say Sammy or Ilya.
Sammy. Yeah. Sammy, Ilya. Yeah. We're on a first name basis, clearly. So that's the roster. Let us know your nicknames, please. Todd, Alan. We love Alan May. Alan May.
Yes.
We love you.
We do.
You're always right.
You should be president.
Yeah.
We love you.
Commissioner of the NHL, head coach. You can do anything you want. You can be captain. Captain's not taken.
You can't.
Captain, the dog. Oh my gosh, I forgot about him. Captain. Yeah, we love Alan May. We love Joe B. We love Locker. Rob Carlin. Love him too. And Smokin' Al. Cokin.
Locker. Oh, you said Locker already.
You can never say Locker too much. At the parade, I said, Locker, I love you. And he turned and looked and pointed at me and smiled, and it was great.
Jakub threw his beads at us at the parade.
He I'm sure if you were watching the celebrations, you know how drunk he was.
I loved the whole time. I loved every second of it. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. And he had these beaded necklaces that he threw to us because we were in a loud group, like us and the people we were with. We were loud, and everyone around us was like just like at a museum, basically. They were quiet.
We got a good spot. Like we
were up against the gate, and we were really loud. And so he saw us, and he tried to throw us these beaded necklaces, but it didn't make it all the way across. It didn't make us all the way across. So then he was like, "Oh no, sorry," and he was like putting his hands up. He's like, "No, like my bad."
And then he's like,
"We were like, it's okay, it's okay." And then he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "One more." So then he turned around, grabbed some more, and he threw it again. Still didn't reach us. And a couple minutes later, one of the security people came by, and he picked up the necklaces and just kind of like started handing them to us. And we're like, "Oh, okay, thanks." And then we're like, "Wait, those are the ones Yakut throw. Those are the Brownie."
He probably thought we were insane.
Yeah.
Obi blew a kiss at us too.
Yes, that was great. The parade was iconic. That was great.
Oh, that was the best day of my life.
Quotes.
When we won. The quotes.
And the one and last thing, before the year, I say, not me saying, us saying, we're not gonna be fucking Celtics this year. We're the Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah. And then when they went in the fountain, obviously.
Yes, obviously. Linda, we found fountains.
Start the music.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking that if we do another episode, I think it might be kind of fun if we tell like stories from practice.
Yeah,
we've been to many a practice.
Or we've been to many.
Talk more about like our signs.
Look, if you go on the Captain Instagram, we're on there with our signs.
Twice. Twice. And on the Twitter once.
We're on Twitter too, yeah.
Yeah.
We made it on the Jumbotron.
Yeah. Yes, we're on the Jumbotron. Mm-hmm. All right, well, I think we might be nearing an end here.
How long was this?
I have no idea. I don't know how to tell how long it's been. I'll figure it out when I'm editing it. But if you are listening right now, you are a trooper.
Yes, we love you.
We love you. We love you, okay?
Please vote for a name for a podcast, please.
Yeah. Just tell us what you think. Should I read the name? No, you can just go back to the beginning of the podcast. Listen to that part again. Let us know. Because I have a feeling we're going to have a really hard time deciding.
Shout the Instagram out again so they know where to comment.
Free_Willy_43.
Dedicated to Tom, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Oh, obviously.
All
right. Well, this has been real fun. Hopefully you guys out there enjoyed it.
Take this seriously.
Yeah, so this is gonna take off really quickly. We're gonna have like 100,000 listens in the first week.
Our fake biggest fan will listen to it.
Yes.
If you know who you are, you know.
Yeah. We know who you are.
We know.
Yeah, we know who you are. We know. Also, fun fact.
We'll tell you who our fake biggest fan is if we reach 100 hits on this.
I was just gonna say one fun fact. We have discovered that our very own Judy puts his skates on before his pants.
So his pants are always ripped.
Yeah, his pants, he wears the same pants at practice every time and they're ripped in the back, so we're on to him. So please think about that as we leave you. Just know he puts his skates on before his pants. So if you do it too, then it's okay. But it's still a little bit weird. But anyways,
we will judge you.
Listening. We'll judge you, but not as much because Judy does it too.
Because Judy does it, and we love Judy.
Yeah, we love Judy. All right, well, peace.